Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Cage Show. Real quick, stay tuned to the end of the video. I need to talk about what happened to the first video I intended on releasing. But without further ado, today I want to talk about Chivalry 2. Chivalry 2 is a PS5 game. It's also available on last gen. It's also available on the Xbox Series consoles and PC. It is developed by Torn Banner Studios. And the game, honestly, is a game I'm so glad came out in June of this year. I've been starving for multiplayer since last gen, and this game does not disappoint. Torn Banner Studios puts out new maps. They just came out with 2 new maps in August. Those maps are honestly the best ones that have come out so far, and that's not even shitting on the original maps because they're really good in their own right. I get excited every time I play this game. It's super addictive, and I just need to talk about this game today. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out to my Puerto Rican brother on Twitter, I Do Juegos. This dude, every time he uploads a video to Twitter, is him kicking super ass in Chivalry 2. He is a beast, so I gotta give him a shout out. I strive to get on his level because he definitely kicks ass. But without further ado, let's get into the game. So Chivalry 2 is a hack and slash medieval warfare multiplayer game. You have the option of playing in first or third person. A typical match is a 64-player team-based battle or a 40-player team-based battle. You have a pretty vast option of weapons. Melee weapons typically consist of swords, sledgehammers, battle axes, halberds, or if you want to use long-range weapons, you could use bow and arrows or crossbows. Typically, when it comes to regular melee weapons, I like to play in third person. Then when it comes to long-range weapons, I like to play in first person. The game itself, as you can see, is very mature. You're going to see a lot of bloodshed, dismemberments of all kinds. You're going to see people's heads get chopped clean off, and it is so satisfying every step of the way. It is not for someone faint of heart. If you are a gorehound, this is definitely up your alley. I couldn't recommend it enough. One of the really crazy things you can do in this game is essentially chop someone's head off, pick it up, and throw it at someone else, so I thought that was pretty dope. Chivalry 2's game mode is typically like Battlefield in a sense, where you have attackers and defenders, and you have your attack objectives and your defense objectives. In a typical match, you'll have to either take over a city or defend a city, kill the king or defend the king type of scenario. Now, the controls of the game are really good. Overall, they're very tight. Everything works as it should. The fundamentals of the game are also really good. You start off the game by playing the tutorial, and it is really well done to show you exactly what you need to do in order to be successful at the game. And relatively, you're capable of having really good success upon knowing the fundamentals of the game itself. You don't really have to go into an advanced knowledge to have fun in the game, to be successful. It is really an awesome game to just jump in, quickly do the tutorial, and then you're off to playing. And over time, you'll improve as you keep playing and getting better. A key element to getting better at the game is essentially trying all the weapons and see which ones work best for you. So overall, the biggest aspect of the game is the big team battles. They are really intense, really high action. You're just jumping in, playing, killing things. Everybody's dying around you. You can work as a team to overwhelm certain portions of other players in certain areas, or you can sleekly hang back and pick off other people slowly and methodically. The battles themselves, when you're fighting someone, the fundamentals definitely help you with this game, and engaging in a battle, just a one-on-one, is pretty intense, especially if the other person knows what they're doing. You can do counters. There's 3 different sorts of attacks that you could do when you're using, for example, a battle axe. I can do a horizontal slash, a vertical slash, or sort of like a stabbing, poking slash. So these are definitely key in what you want to do and how you want to hit someone. But also, in this game, you can hurt your teammates. So you definitely want to take into account what kind of swing you're taking when there are people around you that you don't want to hurt, because you can do a horizontal slash, but if you have teammates beside you, they're more than likely going to get hit. So instead, you want to do a vertical slash at the enemy so that it avoids the friendly teammates that are to the left and right of you. Or you can essentially stab the enemy with the weapon that you're holding. But you definitely want to take into account that you can hurt your teammates. Your teammates can hurt you, and sometimes they definitely do, and it really gets annoying occasionally, but it's really not that bad, even some of the ones that are a little bit egregious. Just take into account and be careful of what's around you and who's around you and what they're doing. Overall, character animations are really well done. When you're taking a swing, it looks good. When other characters are swinging their axes or swords and doing all these different animations, it all looks good. You know what's happening. It all feels fluid. Overall, the game's performance is really good. On PS5, you're getting 60 FPS. The visuals look really clean. The characters, for the most part, look really good. The only negative I have in terms of the characters' looks is that their faces look really ugly. You can design how your character looks. They are pretty much all going to look ugly, but in this game you don't really see their faces very much as they're wearing helmets and they're wearing a lot of gear. Overall, though, the helmets and the gear all look really nice. They all have a cool shine to them. It all looks really well done. As you play the game, you'll get coin in which you can buy different outfits or different styles, different customization options in general, even for your weapon. Overall, you don't really have to engage in the currency that's in the game because all you have to do is play the game and earn coin. As you level up, you'll unlock more outfits, more weapon designs for your character, depending on what class they are. And a lot of these designs are very simplistic, but they look really cool. Your character really does look like a dope medieval knight if you have all these cool customizations at your disposal. Mostly the higher stuff is more so gold type outfits or gold weapons, all that stuff. The game's look overall has a nice design, has a nice shine to it. The lighting is really good in every area. I don't really have problems seeing, but the game still has this dark looking tone to it, especially with the fact that the body count and the craziness is ridiculous. It looks like how I would view a medieval battlefield overall. So yeah, basically very few complaints and a lot of fun that is very replayable. Yeah, guys, so with all that being said, honestly, Chivalry 2 is one of the best PS5 games right now. If you are if you're desperate for a multiplayer game, especially on the PlayStation, definitely check out Chivalry 2. Keep in mind though, one minor inconvenience was that personally, earlier this year I was playing with a friend, our comfort, and at the time he didn't have a PS5, so for some reason it isn't cross-gen the game, so I had to download the PS4 version to play with him, which was cool. I mean, they gave me both versions for the price of one, so it was a minor inconvenience, but that's something worth noting if you are going to play with people that are still on the PS4 and you're on the PS5, or if you're on the PS4 and your friends are on the PS5, just keep that in mind. Now, getting into my Alien video, it sucks because it's my first video. It's the one I was really passionate about making, but unfortunately, Fox copyright claimed it. Fox fucked me. Unfortunately, the video is not visible for whatever reason, so I'm gonna have to wait out this dispute and see what happens with the video. I'm really sorry about this, guys. That was the last thing I was intending on happening. I intended to have the video out on Sunday afternoon. Latest was Monday, but I had it ready to go, uploaded Saturday night, and within 5 minutes of the video being privately uploaded, got copyright claimed. So, gotta wait it out. Be really sorry again. Please be patient. I hope that when it comes out, it'll be well worth it. I hope you guys really love it. I hope it's something that opens your eyes to some things about the original Alien film. But Besides that, if you could subscribe to the channel, I really would appreciate that. I'm passionate about this. I want to continue doing this. And if you could like and share, um, that would mean so much to me. I'm really trying to get this off the ground, so really depends on the homies, new peeps. If you think that I have something interesting to say, if you could, share it out, that means so much to me. I obviously would be grateful for that. Let me know what you guys think about Chivalry 2. Let me know if you're interested in getting it because of this video, or it's something you've been interested in getting for a while. If you have the game, let me know how you love it. With all that being said, guys, I'm out. Take care. Peace.
The lion's roar is lost! Its mast is broken! Rally to the Gold Maiden's defense!